bust out of here. Let's bust out of here. Welcome to my triumph.
I'm a well, I'm waiting for this, but poor banter, dude. You play this for a shitty one too? I don't think you. Maybe you do. Not that good.
Won't be long now.
Yeah, pretty rough, dude. And it's like for Worlds, so it's like the worst possible time to get scammed, you know? Absolutely brutal, dude.
I'll handle this. Be as one with the lava.
Should probably just put it on the left side. And poor banter, dude.
Change is coming.
That didn't go as
Very bad. I don't know, using that overload might be incorrect because it blocks my next turn. Right, it would have had Storm Fury here, but yeah, I don't know, maybe a big mistake to be honest. I should turn out pretty decent with that. Do you slam Muggsy here? I think you do.
deep.
Yeah.
Time to strike is now.
getting this discounted. But I can go more check in a few turns, which is pretty good. Do it here.
Won't be long now.
You dare stand against the wind?
I'll handle this.
Got it under control. Just give me a sec.
What? Are we okay here? I can't even tell him.
Winds of the south, come to my aid. Unleashed! Unleashed!
I'll handle this. Brothers, I'll handle this. Brothers, I'll handle this. The sands speak, and I listen.
Death itself draws near.
I'll handle this. Sand stream.
For you! Hungry short!
This jerk one? That's hilarious, actually.
Bada bing!
Awkwardly close. Really good draw though. I can hit I could have probably taken that. I don't know. Gotta go quick. This is exactly what I want.
Find me short!
Oh wait, that's really good. I can use that to destroy destroy their 12-10 next turn. I just was going to -3. No, I wanted to hold the weapon hit to pop up with Ascendance, but
Any last words?
Power reaching absolutely nuts! Now for you! Find me short!
ah, crap. I don't know. Gosh dang it. I don't know.
Last of me!
You don't give a damn about the Master System? I mean, I watched some of it. I don't know why you're saying I don't give a damn. I'm just starting at the end of the Masters Tour. But...
Ragnaros versus Maiev.
We've much work to do.
Go before me, mortals! Let's bust out of here!
they could hold me.
Ooh, what's this?
How can they think Hearthstone is a competitive game where they literally... I mean, poker is a competitive game. So, in games that there are no RNG, aka like chess, what does that look like in practice? Well, in practice, when you play chess, there's a lot of ties. Because there's so few random elements. Right? So, like, soccer has far more RNG than chess.
Always go in with backup.
Keep 'em on ice. Change is coming.
Nobody's gonna know.
Stay frosty.
Players' brains see the lines or not. Yeah. I mean, the real answer is, so let's say the game, let's say we're having a bench press contest, right? Who can bench the most, right? But we had an RNG element to it. And the RNG element is plus or minus 30, right? So you have a 60 range. Well, the players who are really, really good at bench pressing are all going to be in a similar category. So RNG for them is going to seem like the defining factor of causing who wins and who loses.
Such choices.
But what was I going to say? But if you try to compete, the average person tries to compete them, they'll never win. Now, the average person can beat a pro player in Hearthstone. The average, like, Diamond 5. They get enough games, but...
Muzzle their magic.
Always go in with backup.
You gotta be joking me, chat.
Keep 'em on ice.
Ooh, okay. See if they heal. Kind of good though. You watched the tournament, only little bits. So I got back in the game. I've more or less RNG. High rolling could be my taste. So I just played in the classic tournament. So let's talk about what that means. Because your feelings aren't completely out of line, but what you're saying that is, oh, the game used to have skill and it doesn't. So let's talk about what that means for it to be less RNG. I played in Raren's Classic tournament. In Classic, you had a lot more draw RNG. You have the one drop ordering of cards. There's not the randomly generated cards. So your 30 card deck is kind of all the cards. So in a way, you're right. Like there is with the discover mechanic, things like that Crove getting you 3 legendaries. There's a lot more range around the game, so it makes planning harder. It makes it harder to think multiple turns in advance. There are advantages and disadvantages to this, but old Hearthstone, because there was a more narrow range of possibilities, you could plan more turns in advance. You have to be more flexible now, and just do generally good plays. Which I was actually originally better at the original one because I was a chess player, and I could think really far in advance. And that's why I'm a good control player. But Hearthstone is much more, the more variation there are. But yeah, most of my Hearthstone time, there's been lots of RNG. So even when I started, there still was a decent amount of RNG. But so different, and then it weights different things. So like, if you played in like what's the aggro shaman, when you start Frozen Throne. So I mean it's valid to like not like that style of the Discover. I think Discover is incredibly fun. But it's a different skill to play around. You can play around things a lot more when your opponent has a very limited pool. If you know your opponent is playing Control Warrior, and they have 2 brawls, you know if you get through the 2 brawls, you can overcommit to board. And but there's still some of that in Hearthstone. Like for example, in the last meta, you had the Ceaseless expansion meta, right? And everyone would play around the first Ceaseless expansion. You would know it's coming, and you would know like once they drop their Ceaseless, then you could commit more. Stuff like that. So there's still like a lot of those decisions, but they kind of feel a little bit different. Right now,
Ragnaros versus
but right now, like some of the most, I'm trying to think of,
This world with my last breath.
so let's see. Z Shaman, I think, doesn't have much RNG. It has Elakir. It's got like some stuff, but there's not much. Something like the deck we're playing is loaded with RNG because of all the random minions. Yeah, so, but I committed early. Yeah, knowing when to commit or not. So, I mean, I could tell you about certain situations. I'm trying to think. Hearthstone currently is a very high tempo meta. When I coach people, it is much more common for people to be too cautious and too scaredy pants than to be overcommitting or undercommitting.
Only short.
So, yeah, so, well, let's, players a lot of times, the reason, like, Priest is not very good. One, like, like, knowing the amount of pressure if you're up against Priest, for example, because that's the one we're talking about here. The idea of, okay, how much pressure do I have enough? Because they often have the spell that deals 4 to all minions. So playing it all might be like not playing more minions that have 4 health, putting a minion that has 5 or 6 health. What are other ways to play around Priest? Yeah, so knowing like, okay, I'm very close to lethal, I should hold back. That's against a Priest. Against Warlock, going into their turn 8, they're often going to go Annihilation, especially if they play the 2/5. Control Priest, good or not? It's okay. It's not great.
Keep 'em on ice.
So, like, what decks are you struggling against, Big Colossus?
Take it on.
But in general, like in the current meta, most of the time, the right play is to stats on board.
Now for you. Feed my tail, Frosty.
Double taunt. Oh my god, these were high rolls. Alright. That's good. I think Herald Warlock. So most of the time in Hearthstone, the player, like, holding back resources is a very advanced play. Beginners value it too much. Most of the time in Hearthstone, the right play is as much stats on board as possible. Like being like holding back resources and being careful is almost never the right play, or not almost never. I'm gonna say is rarely the right play. The right play is usually tempo, tempo, tempo. Wait, how close am I to lethal here? Wait, I just have lethal. I need to be counting lethals more often. 3, 1, 1. Right? It's 11 plus 13, yeah. Yeah, when games end like on turn 6 like this, like holding back resources. So often the spots you get in hold back resources, you get these weird late game spots that only happen in like 5 to 10% of games. Usually players are running out of steam because they didn't play aggressively enough, and they're trying to win a value war. It's you have to almost earn the value matchup. The amount of times I've coached people that they're like, oh, I think I should have held back this, and it's like, no, dude, you could have won this game like 4 turns ago, but you like were holding back resources. Now I don't know your individual games, right, Bikolos? I'm speculating based off the people I've coached before. You might be just like playing perfect tempo game, but if you play a perfect tempo game and suck at the value game, you can easily get top 200 legend, because tempo is so much more important than value in Hearthstone. Like, go watch Jay Alexander. Like, a dude is just like slamming tempo all the time. All right, so he's like screw value, all right, and he'll get #1 legend. So when it's a rogue meta, because rogue is like a very tempo based class. Both those decks are bad decks. Mentira Druid is hard, so you'll unlikely climb with it. Chef Druid is like easy, but not that good. Yeah, so I think Big Colosse, the way I operate is don't play around things that you don't know about. All right, you're better off learning by just playing good solid tempo default, and then being like, okay, I get Shadowed Ruined here a lot. Or I get this a lot, but don't like look to hold back. It's often also right that it's good to like. The problem is if you don't commit enough resources, your opponent might not even use the removal. A lot of players are like, oh, if I play this, they'll Shadow or Death, but then they're spending mana and they're spending the resource on that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that you play a minion and it gets removed. How do you explain people hitting rank 1 with negative win rates in Legend? So, I mean, not negative. So just the reality of like skill and playstyle matter. There's also an element like there's a lot of different variables. There's not just one. One variable is if you're the only person playing a bad deck, you're good at that deck, you know the matchups, the other people aren't as good at playing against you. So you could have a skill advantage within your niche. That's just one reason. Also, the top 100, like the top 20 legend meta is often different than the rest of the meta. So there's often situations where you play a deck that's not very good, but happens to be good in this very narrow meta.
The sands speak, and I listen.
It's like playing, yeah. That's what Magnus Carlsen does. So I mean, I think like the real lesson to learn from that is like, I think long term, you grow more from a player by playing your playstyle. But the problem is players will play their playstyle and they'll be losing and they'll just get mad. If you have a certain playstyle but you're willing to adapt and keep trying to get better, that's how like even new decks get made. Yeah. But it's faster to play an established archetype that has a wide range of success.
Muzzle their magic.
My magic, Chad.
The void will swallow.
So, you have a Latina girlfriend, Costa Flip? I don't know. I haven't had a Latina girlfriend in a long time. I had a lot of Latina girlfriends when I was young, but I've reverted to like my WASP white person state. I feel like white Anglo, like even though I'm not Christian anymore, I got my like Christian suburban vibes again. You know, so I have a Latina wife. I don't know. You know, okay, Chad. I think okay. I think I used to smile more. Okay. All right. Real. So, what do you guys think? I don't feel like I smile much in public, but I think it's because I'm like using all this energy on the stream. But yeah, I feel
Now for you.
wait. But this is kind of way better than this because I get my request done for Mertens. Public all the time? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten smile shamed by Hispanic. I know these like older Hispanic women. And they'll sometimes smile shame me. They'll be like, "You should smile more. You have a nice smile," and I'm like, "No." But yeah, I think when I go to Latin America, I smile. You know, I probably not smile. Yeah, that's true, Toxic. That's probably it, to be honest.
Now for you.
You ever just hex this and
Keep 'em on ice.
how about this? I just hex. Do I really want to hex this? This like actually makes their this. What was I gonna say? Smile more. And it's more like so when I went to like Latin America, and when you go to Latin America, it's a contact culture, and you get more smiley. And you like when you're in Brazil, people are very animated, and I get very animated because it's like that's the culture. Then I'm in America, and it's like very culturally diverse, but I think I default to like this like cold dead inside look, uh because it's like in America, you just like you never know who's your friend and who's your enemy. So like you come in with this like because it's this where in Brazil everyone's your amigo or so your default. But I think that like I don't know that scares away the Latinas because they want a guy who's smiley. Perhaps everyone is your enemy. Yep.
Better make a good impression.
I find the awkward. Yeah, I think there's also different. There's also I don't know. There's so many different little mini cultures in America. Yeah, I don't know. But I think I like the France vibe of like, I'm kind of in that energy of like no smiles. We're not supposed to all be friends. No one actually is. I gotcha. Yeah, I've been watching because everyone's been saying I'm autistic on stream. I watched this video of like, oh, one, you might be autistic, and then it was like, oh, you're probably not autistic. And I had like both characteristics, but like one of them is like, oh, your face isn't matched to the situation. But I'm like not always, especially because I'm like animated on stream. And I'm like not always wanting to be this like, so happy to see you, you know? I don't know. It is fake. That's the point. It's fake. Everybody's faking, and then they get mad when you don't fake. Because they're like, you're supposed to fake. That's like what makes you not autistic, apparently. It's like, that's the deal. I don't know. I don't like it. Close am I to lethal here? I'm thinking too long.
I'll handle this.
Time is short.
Yeah, the same. Natural smiler, yeah. So I'm getting annoyed of like, there also are another, I also like interact with people where you come in with this smile and they're not a smiler, and then you just feel like this idiot, like being like, oh, will you please like me? So I like going into situations being like, you know, I don't know, yeah. Do you agree? No, I don't. Dude, I I don't know, dude. Is these are like, what are these takes? You know, I think the reason why Hearthstone's declining is there's not enough pets. All right. It's just like such an all or nothing statement of like Muggsy, like he picked a fight with this card. It's like one of the most fun. Yeah, I don't know.
Time grows short. Nice to meet you.
I mean, Zeddy's in the content creation business, so he's just saying things because you have to always have something to say. You don't even know half the time, you know?
We hunger for vengeance. Our stories live on. Money for nothing. Don't eat me.
It's whatever. It's like Muggsy Shaman. I don't know. This deck is fun. It's like I think this deck is a lot of fun. It's my favorite like tempo deck. I don't find Void Demon Hunter nearly as fun as this deck. I play this deck for a huge amount of time. Do I have lethal here? I think this does 3. That's the chat.
More souls.
Two green bugsy houses do that. And so yeah. How do you feel about Rogue? These are like, look, chat. I need like a new scapegoat deck. All right, I don't even know, like, this is like a meta that isn't my ideal meta, but it's fine. Like there are fun things going on. It's not the best expansion. It's not like this expansion is better than all the last 3 expansions. So I either look at things are getting better or they're worse, and this one was a getting better expansion, right? But I don't know. I miss your Warlock streams. We'll probably stream Warlock tomorrow, alright? Dude, chat wide on Warlock. Yeah, so it's a very tempo meta. So defense is really bad right now. Both life gain and board control. So the easiest way to win, even the easiest way to control the board is like it's a true case of the best defense is a good offense. When you're putting pressure on, your opponent can't go face and they have to fight back. So because it's very hard to win with like defense. Yeah, there were people who hated the ships. It was so annoying.
Ragnaros versus Illidan.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Either the Legion dies, or I die with it!
You think the offense would apply? How would that apply to girls? What does that mean? Oh, is that like the, like, you know, if you're a cheater, you go and immediately accuse the other person of cheating as your defense before they, basically like projecting. That's it. Which is very common. I could tell you a projecting story from my dating life. It's kind of interesting. Anyways.
All hands this.
I don't know. Can I hold this? I think I should hold this. But yeah, people. I watched little bits and pieces, but not most of it. And I kept up with what was happening, but
The void will swallow.
Keep 'em on ice.
maybe that was dumb. I don't know. Dude, I love how, like, though, people are like, oh, you know, I miss when Hearthstone was all skill and not RNG. Like, double Intervent Yeti deciding a game on turn 1. Like, dude, just the delusion. I don't know. But I think it's some people do prefer, and I think I originally did prefer, like, a certain kind of RNG, which is totally reasonable. But... Man. Do you ever keep this? This is actually... Like, this is so much stats. And then you can evolve it. I don't know. You lose cards. Renewing Flames is also really good. Alright, I'm gonna take Renewing. I changed my mind. I mean, everything technically is skill. Just like for a baby, walking is skill.
Ice to meet you.
Alright, they're freezing this. This is good, because now I can go Ascendance. Roll chat, and I get to revive it back with a Miratha. So if they kill it, I can go Miratha and Ascendance. Oh my god, dude! Chat, witness skill. You have a business contact? Oh, if you want, yeah, if you want to email, does it say below? I know it's on my Twitter. My email. Yeah. There's my email and my sponsorship email is right at the top of my Twitter. So, son of a. God, I'm joking. I'm like so close to winning. It's so brutal though. I can take 22 and then I gain 12. that the play? Why do they have to freeze this jerkwad? Do you go for a 9-drop here? I can go this and this, it's not very good. Alright, that's kind of good actually.
Arm me short. Now for you.
Alright. You get some Giga high rolls. That's what kind of a thing we needed though. Is that enough though? Maybe, maybe not. I guess weapon hitting was bad. I don't know. They took away damage, only got one more minion there. We've gotten freeze as well, or taunt. Yeah, close. Good.
Not the last of me.
How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Didn't do much today. How do you play it with your hands? Short answer, lasers.
Ragnaros versus Vanessa.
My fate is my own.
Go before me, mortals. Let's bust out of here.
Hello there.
The Fire Lord greets you.
I think with this hand, I'd rather have a discover here because it can give me a play for the following turn. My hand's kind of like shit here. The 2/1s are better tempo. The 2/2's an immediate minion, but they also can just like Phantom Knives the 2/1s. So like, ooh, I think this is actually better.
Brothers, I'll handle this.
They thought they could hold me.
Out of my jungle.
The Cyclone's fury!
I've never seen one. Chef Druid is not very good, so that's why you haven't seen it.
Always go in with backup.
Wait, I could use this on, I was gonna go weapon, but I realized I can use this on, like if they go their 3-mana spell, but they don't play the guys, because sometimes they hold back.
Nobody's gonna know.
Keep
Wait.
'em on ice.
I'm just overdrawing here. This is probably dumb, but whatever.
We hunger for vengeance.
I will have my revenge.
Looks cold and good, monster.
Better speed it up.
I have too many cards. Such choices.
I will have my revenge.
Celsius. I had a Celsius. So I was at a 7-Eleven with a friend, and we were just like getting drinks at 7-Eleven, like late at night, like I was getting a Slurpee and they didn't have Slurpees. The Slurpee machine was broken, so I was like, oh, I'll get a seltzer, and I got a Celsius at like 1 in the morning, and then I couldn't fall asleep, and I didn't know why, and then I found out, oh, this is
Still guide me.
bad. You gotta be joking me.
Better speed it up.
Keep 'em on ice.
By petal and sword.
What kind of scuffed 7-Eleven? Oh, it's 7-Elevens have dropped in quality in that, like, I've gone where they don't have, or like, I think there's also situations where they don't have the flavor I like. So like, there's a bunch that are, or that might have been the case where like they only had one flavor and it was like Coca-Cola or something like that. That's probably more common, off the top of my memory, but. It is actually kind of brutal.
On ice.
Yeah, I've owned a lot of 7-Elevens where they say they're open till 1 or 24 hours and they're just closed. They don't respect the hours. Yeah, I don't know. But they've had up 49 cents. I don't know. I hate this shit where they say they're 24 hours and they're not. Like, a lot of businesses would say they're 24 hours. And I'd show up, like, wanting a Slurpee at 1 in the morning. And they weren't. And it really, very un-American. You know? I don't know. I just want to get pissed off about. Like, I hate when businesses say one thing and don't do it. Like, they act like, you know, if you want to go play, like, freaking Mobster, where you, like, don't follow this, but then, I don't know, yeah. Like, you could just say, not open 24 hours, right? Which is so annoying. To say...
Better speed it up.
Wait. I'm getting wrecked here, by the way. I don't even know what to do here.
No one walks alone.
Keep 'em on ice.
Hanging in their hands, gamer chat. Just trying to hang in there. Actually winnable here.
You will be the first to transcend.
Oh, I forgot about playing this.
You will be among the first to transcend time. Change is coming.
Wait. Chat, I can kill these guys and then go Wizard Truthsayer, and they're all gonna be full cost, but they're gonna be 1/1s. Oh, that's great. What? They hit the 8/8? You gotta be joking me here.
Better speed it up.
Dude, these taunt guys are out of control, chat. Alright,
What a find!
chat, does anyone know?
Burn eternal! We are but sand in the hands of the dime.
Should give me some high rolls. Alright. I just made all their hand really expensive here, which I think is good, right? Oh no. They're just gonna make me draw Garona here. I mean lane. Son of a Garona, chat! Oh my god. Played an amazing game to only get Garona. Feels bad, man. And to think of like Tiny Pal was still in my deck because I drew it last turn. No drops, no drops. The drops were for the... Why are there no drops? Sorry. I might do a short stream today. I kind of want to go do some sex cult. And I didn't do any last night. I was going to start earlier, but What are your favorite quotes, No Hands? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Ragnaros versus Maiev.
Do humans need other people to live? So it depends on what you say by the word need. But almost certainly yes. Yeah. Like, even if you are not dying, your soul is going to die and you're going to lose your will to live. So basically, yes.
Nobody's gonna know. Brothers, I'll handle this.
Absolutely not.
Can't play Elise, right? Yeah. Wait, oh, I'm like one card away from Elise being playable. I think you take Complex here, then.
Keep 'em on ice.
How do you win? Well, just because there's no minions, you can have spells that create minions. And then I play the minions that I created with my spells onto the board. And then I use those minions to hit them in the face. Hope that helped. See how I used that minion and just hit him in the face for 6? Now they're at 14.
The true masters draw close.
I will transcend.
Oh, they're just playing Herald over here. They're kind of really close to dying. I could go for the RNG lethal, but I think I'm better off waiting here.
We hunger for vengeance.
Do I have a case against Samsung? You'd probably more likely have a case against social media. I don't know. Dude, I think... Yeah. I think social media is just like... The problem is that, like, okay, when you play video games for like 5 hours as a kid, it's amazing. Like, it's also, you feel it might be a little much, your brain might be a little this, but at least it's fun, right? Like, you go play some of your first fantasy games, you know? Like, if you just scroll Reddit and Twitter and TikTok all day, is that gonna make you happy? Like, you're like, I'm so satisfied. Or I'm so well informed on the world. Yeah, no, I think, so I don't know, Chad, I should make a content tier list, happiness content tier list. All right. And the S tier, for like how healthy it is for you. We're gonna put books, all right? Then tier 1, we're gonna go with, I don't know. Video games is such a broad category. Yeah, poor Banter, dude. He's literally one game away from Worlds, right?
Ragnaros versus Rexar.
Let's begin. Bow before me, mortals!
My greatest happiness. I watch Chinese dude hammer nails stylishly. Yeah, I don't know. I watched, I don't know. Chad, you know what I've been watching to fall asleep? Is I found out they have, like, bar ASMR, where somebody's just, like, making drinks. And it's great, actually. I think I want this. So it's just, like, some guy, like, he's making drinks. And you watch him make drinks.
An excellent choice.
Like, they making, like, nice cocktails, you know? Joe's me awake, I know, right? I really gotta stop. I don't know. It's kind of dangerous to, I don't know, I feel like I'm too animated to, for it to be a sleeping stream.
I'll handle this.
Your wife all the time, oh sorry. I don't know. It is, yeah.
No quarter for traitors! No quarter for
It is what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna change. I can't spend the whole stream, like, I don't know. Maybe I rebranded to No Hands, Sleepy Times. And I talk like this the whole stream. Be like, alright, I'm gonna play the card Mugsy. He has Mug and Z. reflecting that he has two heads because he is an ogre.
Such
Watch my back, see? Always, mug.
The cyclone's fury.
I wonder if Sands of Time into Frost Shadow was better there. I think it was actually. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't like, dude. Everybody talks about sexual ASMR content. I don't do any sexual ASMR content. I think it's weird. I think I go for the PG stuff, you know?
Got a mug? On it, see?
Like, I don't know. I think it's that's true, Piso. Leave on a fan for sound, yeah. I did fan for years. Soothsayer is kind of a good Giga High roll.
Watch my back, see? Always, mug.
6 is a good spot to slam, to be honest. I should be thinking about it.
keep 'em on ice.
I'll handle this.
Got a mug?
Gamer. Life Bloom on 9. Yeah, I probably should just save for Life Bloom at this point. Like, I'm ahead enough. Life Bloom is very high up, but you can get triple Murden's Last Stand, and that's always brutal. There's only Murden's Last Stand and Lifeblood, so there's 1 in 8 you hit triple Murdens and lose the game, which is kind of bad.
Silver arrow.
I might take the 6 here. It's kind of really good. There's a lot of good outs on 6, I think, here, so I think I'm gonna take 6.
Got a mug? On it, see?
That's what I'm talking about. Alright, this is like literally what I'm talking about, chat. That is pretty good. Am I right?
Keep 'em on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna win next turn, so it doesn't matter.
Well fought. I can see.
versus Maiev.
We've much work to do.
Go before me, mortals! Let's bust out of here! No one will take me from my throne.
Have you been playing Wild? Yeah, I dabble in the Bark Arts. I've gotten in top 5 Legend in Wild before, a long time ago, when I was a weaker player. You take Spellweaver's Brilliance here? I think you do, actually. It's like really good with Thunderquake.
Job's done.
So my hand's garbage here, though. Wait, what?
By petal and thorn.
Good. Why for you? It changes every time I play, dude. It changes every time, Salty. But Z is the no, maybe Z's not the best deck at the climb. It's the best deck at High Legend, apparently. Yeah, it's very likely Demon Hunter, like, there's nerfs coming in the next, like, 2 days. So, I'm saying if you waited this long,
Change is coming.
you should just keep waiting, alright? Like, accept that you're too poor to have all the decks that you want, and you have to be very careful.
such choices. What lies ahead remains in flux.
Oh crap! It does work that way. Awkward.
Only short.
Warp Tooth went for Shaman instead. Yep, that's the issue. Warrior was literally amazing, and then they nerfed Warp Tooth, and now it's bad. That's the harsh reality of there's no safe crafts in Hearthstone. There has not been safe crafts ever since I've been playing. Not once. The safest crafts are often the fastest decks to get nerfed, and then some decks that you think are going to get nerfed never get nerfed. You never know. It's just how it is. There's no safety, right? I saw some, but not many. I was tuning in, paying attention a little bit, but I saw most of the banter, brutality. But yeah. Zilliax, yeah. But Zilliax also is the most nerfed card in Hearthstone history, so safe in a way, but also unsafe in a way. So what I recommend you do, if you're on a budget, right, is you upload your deck into Hearthstone deck with that Hearthstone deck tracker, right? Then it will know all the cards that you own. Wait, where's my OBS? Then you go here, all right? It will show you what decks are buildable based off your collection. So if I go to like a fake collection here, it'll say, oh, how much dust things cost. You can see there are builds of Void Demon Hunter that literally cost 3,000 dust. They're absurdly cheap, right? 3,000 dust for this deck, one of the best decks in the game. So you can find really good builds. And you can see this build actually that has the expensive cards actually worse. So you can play this deck for 3,000 dust. And like, let's see if the crap Axis Scenarios. This deck's in like every Demon Hunter deck. So it's like a good investment. So you can go find decks that are high win rates. So let's say you want to do like limit to my collection, let's say 5,000 dust, and you can sort by win rate. And you can see exactly, oh, here's one that's 3,320 dust. All right, 65.6% win rate. Okay. Here's a more common build, right? So that's Xavius. Xavius is a pretty good investment. So stuff like that. That's what I recommend you do. It's really good.
This ends now. Bow before me, mortals.
So the stuff I'm showing you, I'm sorting by diamond through legend. If you do not have premium, you go bronze through gold. It's still great, right? And if you're on a budget player, if you're like a new player, you only need bronze through gold to figure out like, okay. So all this right here, this is all completely free. The downloading, the limit to my collection, this is all free content. So, all right.
Evil draws close. Either the Legion dies, or I die with it.
Do we watch the deck tracker ad? All right, we'll show it after the game, because you asked.
Brothers, I'll handle this.
Dude, I mean, it's great. They have the new feature, so you can see here, it will tell you literally like the percentage of things. So this has a pool of 43 cards.
Muzzle their
So it'll tell you exactly like what the distribution is. It's really nice. You can see this one, it tells you, so this isn't in the ad because the ad is old. This feature is new. So.
The void will swallow.
muzzle their magic.
Job done.
Alright, I can slam this in Ascendance next turn, which is pretty good. If I get lucky and they don't kill this, I probably win because I get an 8 drop. Son of a full clear, chat. You gotta be joking me. And they high roll this jerkwad. And it gets the 2/5s. I did hex the Vicious Void Scale, but you know, it might be Merch Seller here.
What is the most
Because the thing about Merch Seller here is that my opponent is a terrible hand. So I think it is.
Exclusive merch. A limited quantity. Job done.
It's good to go Merch Seller when they're in top deck mode like they are right now, so. Wait, I literally give them a card that's better than like any top deck in their deck. You gotta be joking me. It's literally just cycle a card, but it's Discover.
Time grows short.
This sucks. I think I'm cooked, chat. They got the frickin' this jerkwad. I legit don't know what to do here.
Such choices. Keep 'em on ice.
I don't know. What am I doing?
Find me short.
2 board, 2 drops with that, but I think I'm better off. Awkward. It's not necessarily, it's just awkward here. Might have been actually Thunder Shock was the play there, and 0 to get this, and then I could have gotten this plus that the following turn. No, I still can do that actually, because it goes down to 5, right? Yeah. For 600 dust, it's a nice held one. Yeah, 600 dust, and it's, I mean, so when I started Hearthstone, they didn't have like these deck uploaded things, so you just had to like try to guess which cards you had. It was brutal. And another, so you could also, so yeah, it's really nice. The technology is so good now. And back in my day, we had to do the blood.
I see.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you.
Son of an exact lethal, you gotta be joking me. Well, what about the ad? It's a good timing. All right.
Should you sell all your possessions to craft that day one legendary? Well, with Hearthstone Deck Tracker, you don't need to guess. You can figure it out instantly. How do I play Hearthstone so well while at the same time constantly coming up with new analogies? Well, I wouldn't be able to do it without all the legwork and detail work that Hearthstone Deck Tracker keeps track for me. See, I could see related cards, I could see cards that the cards will generate, just making everything so much easier. Having a hard time finding a streamer playing your deck? Well, you could go find the VODs right on the HS Replay website to just scroll down. Oh, look, there's me. Download Hearthstone Deck Tracker and get Legend today. Should you sell all your possessions?
Ragnaros versus Rexar!
Let's hell begin. Go before me, mortals!
Or this hand is like really questionable. Progression series. Yeah, we need to take like. I realize this is decent because it's stealth, so it's really good with Ascendants.
Sisters, my instinct shall hunt down our enemies.
Can I get a good top deck, please? Might be a good top deck, I'm not sure. But this is... really good. streamer right up. Holy high roll, chat. You see what I hit here? This is so good because I can involve the 7/7.
You have only to take it.
Why are they tempoing a Viper here? Wait, not one hit my 2/1? You gotta be joking me.
Well fought.
Nah, it was a game up.
I can see.
They're hoping they could kill this, but... Almost legend, chat. Who won today? The Demo Shadow. I did not know who they are. I don't think I've played against them. Oh wait, is Demo Shadow Santa? Oh wait, I didn't. Did he change his name? I didn't put that together, chat. Oh wait, okay. I know Santa. Okay, Santa's a great player. That makes sense. Wait, when did the name change happen? Dang. Chat, dude, these kids, they're too good. Call him Santa. Do we know about the rebranding? Like why that happened? Did you know Santa like is what it got Casey banned pretty much? Yeah, it was like huge story. Cause Casey dude is dude, that was some like detective work. It's very impressive by Santa. And Casey literally just disappeared from the community in shame after cheating. Crazy, dude.
Bow before me, mortals!
Like no like apology tweet. He's just gone. Who knows? Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Trust no one. How do you cheat in Hearthstone? So, what we think about what Casey did, I think Santa. So, Casey had very few games against top players, and they did the analysis and they said like, how is he getting high legend when he's not playing it? Because like, if you're playing in high legend, people should be seeing you play, and he'd be playing at weird times apparently. And supposedly he would, you know, queue against some other account that he had. So something like that, and like they didn't have enough evidence to know exactly. I don't know exactly what he did, but he did some double account things. We think Blizzard knows exactly what he did, and it was enough to disqualify him. So he did something along those lines. You know, he might have been stream sniping. With stream sniping, you might be like you might be Q sniping tree streamers. Yeah, so like he still has to be a good player, right? Because he has to get to like high legend. But if you get like a little bit extra wins, that can be enough to get you from like, you know, rank 10 to rank 1, which is incredibly difficult. Stuff like that.
Such choices.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Casey's a great player, but a great player can still cheat, right? Like it doesn't, so yeah, but very shameful. It's a dark world out there, chat. The only cheating I do, chat, feels illegal because it's the great stats that Hearthstone Deck Tracker gives you, but it's not actually technically cheating. It's allowed. And you know, I tell chat's mom I'm not seeing any of other chat's moms.
We hunger for vengeance.
That's actually pretty good. It's actually anything is a disadvantage, BlizzCon. I know good players. Yeah, so there are some gray areas, right? Let's say you know, like let's say for example, I know a big popular, two popular streamers are playing in High Legend right now, and they're playing a deck that I can counter, and then I don't actually try to Q snipe them, but I play them a lot. Is that cheating? I don't think it is, but so there are situations that are gray areas, but that's why we also have situations that aren't gray areas. We have situations that are just like, no, you're just that's just cheating.
Fall to ashes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on, you know, but yeah, there also are situations where like, okay, let's say I know someone's playing a deck that beats my deck, right? I could add them to my friends list and wait for them to get into a game. You know, is that cheating? I don't think so. But there's a lot of like there are gray areas, and then there's like the not gray areas. Like the streamer queues up, you press start at the same time with the counter queued. That's crossing the line. So yeah. Because it could be like, what is like if I'm queuing into a bunch of demon hunters on ladder, I might queue decks even though I wouldn't because I'm adjusting to the ladder, like, you know, so stuff like that. Ah! Wait, this is actually good for me, I think. Wait, this is just dead on board forever.
Now for you.
Alright,
Ramkin to me.
No one walks alone. And loaded.
ooh, I can just hex this. That's kind of good.
Time is short.
Keep 'em on ice.
Dodging someone is so that's like one of those ones that's going to be like really hard to enforce and really hard to it's just like do you have a moral obligation as you see the person you know is playing your bad deck in on your friends list to queue up into them, you know? Like that seems a little too much.
You would make a fine display.
Fair play is to go in blind. Yeah, so it's just one of those things of, is Blizzard, like, they could not show you things, like, I don't know, it's, Red Dodge, yeah, that too, Murph Dog, so I don't know, it's, I'm talking about real rules, we talk about morality. So players are going to want to get to take advantage of whatever the rules are at. So this honor thing is just when players are actually breaking the rules, expecting certain players to enforce a code of honor is just not going to cut it. They're going to be different. You're going to have different standards of honor. So you need to have clear rules and then allow players to take advantage of the rules. You know. So I don't think it's a good thing. This is an issue with even with they had situations like online for tournaments. They originally in person you originally couldn't do deck trackers, and then they realized like if they had that rule where no one could do deck trackers, it creates a massive incentive to cheat. So it's not fair if like you're being honorable and then somebody else is not. And then all the honorable players don't make it, right? So it's not your responsibility to follow rules that the game hasn't given you, you know? Yeah. That'd be funny. The socks are, yeah. Well, that's another thing that, like, one of the things I was really frustrated about the old system playing is I was the kind of player that would get really good at my deck so I'd be relaxed. And the stress of constantly learning new decks is a lot for me. And then when I'm constantly under the stress of learning new decks, I have a harder time playing well in the tournament. Playing without you make a better player. It'll make you better at playing without Hearthstone Deck Tracker. Cognitive load is a real thing. So when you're playing without a deck tracker, you have to spend more cognitive load remembering your opponent's cards, remembering what they played. That takes away from cognitive load other things. As a streamer, it's very annoying to do that. Because as a streamer, I'm already like having to constantly talk to chat. So if I, on top of that, have to constantly be keeping track of cards, I'm just not going to do it, right? Some people thought about that, about like original poker and stuff, where they thought like, oh, originally you had to like memorize cards. You know, it's like they're different skills. You know, I don't think it's that big a deal to know like, oh, be able to be a human calculator in 2026. I could go this, but I think, ooh, this is like really good. Make you better. I mean, it just takes a lot of energy and focus. What does that also mean? Roping. If you have to remember everything down, you should rope every single turn and write down everything. And what does that mean practically? Games take forever, right? If you have to be thinking, you should be reviewing using your entire 90 seconds. People hate that shit, right? I'm just letting you know, like these one-dimensional takes that everyone thinks is like, oh, this is the way the game should be. Like there are costs to having those one-dimensional takes. Now, it's totally reasonable to have a tournament without deck tracker. But it's not just like you're just a better player. You're better at certain skills, which is interesting, but it's not necessarily better.
Money for nothing!
Yeah. So I've been playing Balatro, and it's nice. Like they show you what's exactly in your deck. They could not include that and see like, oh, can you memorize all that? But in practice, that's gonna make you like, if you want to be the best, like to write down all the cards, which is hella annoying. Who wants to do that bullshit? Right? Not me. I don't want to do that bullshit. Ah, crap, chat. Top deck the Mugsy. I still think I'm winning here, though. Is crossing the line of cheating? I mean, you could say Hearthstone Deck Tractor if you have effectively tells you how much attack you have on board. So it says 11. So it kind of does already. Doesn't tell you through taunts. It would have to be very advanced to actually be able to do that. So probably like that's like just AI at that point. But all right, let's go, dude.